What's going on? What's up? What's up, man? Your boy Byron after the Mobile investors. 1 second. All right, cool, cool. We are live. I know we are live in let's see, YouTube. Let's go ahead and get Instagram up and Facebook. What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? We live on a Saturday. I got a very, very good class for you all. I wouldn't even say a class, man. Today we are talking about go ahead and put this up. Why mobile homes with land are the best kept real estate investment. Man, listen, this Saturday has some time. So you know what? Let me go ahead and go live. I wanted to go on here and share. And like I said, I wanted to make sure that I give you all some value. So Instagram, let me go ahead and put this message and share this live with somebody who's on. Like I said, Saturday, man, I'm telling y'all, I got a good one for y'all. And this is brought to you by a new wholesaling community, mobile home wholesaling community. Um, let's get started. All right, let me put this message. Let me pin this. And if you're watching the replay, just fast forward. But this will replay will be available on YouTube. So what's up? What's up, everybody? Man, listen, happy Saturday to y'all. Eric, what's up? What's up? How you feeling? All right, and I wanted to go ahead, like I said, and share with y'all why mobile homes with land are the best kept secret. Now, the reason why it's the best kept secret, I remember it was a few years ago, and I remember talking to a gentleman that, was telling me like, man, asking me questions about, mobile home investing, and I was in Chicago, and I remember telling him like, man, listen, man, like, man, our margin's crazy. I'm getting 200% ROI on mobile homes. I'm buying them for like 5,000. I'm making anywhere from 12 to 15,000. Sometimes even more. So I'm excited, right? I'm telling him about the business, and he like, that's cool. He's like, have you ever thought about mobile homes on land? And I really didn't. I had even before that investment. I had already invested in mobile home parks. Like, no, not really, because I'm not really seeing too much. He was telling me about a market down in Florida. He was like, "Yeah, man." He was like, "I know people, even myself, we did a few deals, and, yeah, man, we our minimum we make is 70,000." I was like, "Wait, hold on, 70,000 on a mobile home flip? Tell me more." And so he got to breaking it down, like, just, they was getting mobile homes with land. They was finding older mobile homes with land from, let's say, like 30, 40 grand. They would replace it with a newer mobile, let's say all in, it may be in like, let's say 130, but then they was putting them on the market for like 245. At the closing everything, they making almost $100,000 margins, and I'm like, "Bro, I'm playing the wrong game." Right? I'm like, "I am playing the wrong game." Like, what I'm up here happy because I'm making, again, $10,000, 10x, and they making $100,000. So I was like, "Okay, I'm interested. I am very interested. Let's get to it." And so I've talked a little bit more about it, but I want to, again, share this with y'all, especially on the YouTube family. Shout out everybody YouTube. Shout out everybody Facebook, Instagram. And so I wanted to come on here and talk more about it in depth and kind of give you a perspective. And if you already in single family homes, if you've been told like, yo, single family is the way to build wealth and really get a big portfolio, I'm gonna talk about a slept on real estate strategy, which is mobile homes with land, y'all. And so there are more people starting to do it. I'm seeing, more people. I'm like, you know what? I gotta definitely share this with y'all because one of the key things for me is I always want to put y'all in a position, right? So when it's time, or if you're already ready, you can win big. To me, it's about ROI, right? And sometimes we're not about hitting home runs, but if we can maximize our returns on investment, I wanna always be able to show you a way on how to do this. All right? So if y'all rock with me, put yes in the chat. I got you more. B. Davis said, "What's the best way to finance as a mobile to get financed?" That's a whole nother class, man. You definitely wanna tap in. But like I said, we're gonna focus on the day, and then, man, I got like I said, comment join to join our wholesaling community 7-day trial. Like I said, we got y'all covered, man, in Instagram and YouTube. The link is in there, link in the description. So, like I said, we got some really dope stuff for y'all. So, with that being said, oops, and I'm noticing. Alright, cool, cool. So, I was up here talking in my community, y'all couldn't even hear me. So, alright. So with that being said, I wanna go ahead and just get right into it. I can show you better than I can tell you right now. Before I show you, most people that invest in single family homes, they always overlook mobile homes because for one, you think about like trailer parks, you think of low quality, ain't no money in that. Who buying a trailer? Like, oh, I might as well get this brick, right? I might as well get this build that's, especially if you're in smaller markets when y'all have, you have vinyl sides and things like that. But they think low quality, right? We think low quality, and the reality is it is high ROI, right? And honestly, we always serve people who need affordable housing. Now, I always say if you've been watching me, I always talk about the difference, right? The average house in America, 437,000. The average brand new mobile home straight off the factory, we talk about 125. So we got a huge gap in pricing. And so again, when we talk about a growing need for affordable housing, if you invest in single family homes, trust me, right, especially now, this is the time you really wanna look at affordable housing, right? And there's several reasons why you wanna look into affordable housing. Like I always tell people, for one, think about right now what's happening, we're seeing. We are living in an age almost similar to the Industrial Revolution, and we're seeing how AI is always they've been predicting. I'm talking about, like, by storm, a lot of, unfortunately, careers, right? If you a coder, if you IT, if you there's so many different careers out that are being removed because of artificial intelligence. And so when you think about that, that's gonna be a domino effect, and with that domino effect, a lot of people, for example, you living in San Francisco, you living on the East Coast, you living in major cities where it becomes less affordable, they're going to need an alternative when it comes to housing, right? 40% of this country lives below the poverty line, meaning there are more people that need affordable housing. A month ago, Donald Trump declared there was a housing emergency. So I'm telling y'all this because mobile homes with land is a solution so you can help with the problem. All right. Now, here's the biggest thing I want to ask y'all, drop in the chat your number. How many people you know that are flipping mobile homes or moving mobile homes on their own land or buying land? How many people you know that's doing it? Put that in the chat, right? If your number is 0, guess what that tells you? Less competition, bigger market. Right? Less competition, bigger margins. So like I said, I want you all to start considering this. So I'm gonna share my screen with y'all because you probably like, "Yo, like, okay, what are you talking about?" So let me show you something. Let me show you, and let me share my screen real quick. My screen. There we go. Share screen. Imma share we're gonna go to this Zillow tab, right? We're gonna share Zillow, and on Zillow, let me make it here, okay? On Zillow, I'm going to let's see, where should I start? Let's see. Somebody in the chat, let me see, Instagram, tell me somewhere y'all want me to search. Give me a city y'all want me to search. Trust me, it can't be no New York City. I'll be real with you. It can't be DC. Give me a city that you know some mobile homes is near. Right, right? Chicago, ain't none in Chicago, right? Like, if you kinda more, okay, I need a city. Give me a city. Give me a specific city. Alright, boom, I got Griffin, Georgia. Alright, we're gonna look at Griffin, Georgia. Let me see, let me pull that up. Alright, so we're gonna go to Griffin, GA. Alright, so I'm gonna put this up. Alright, so we got Griffin, Georgia, and I'm gonna take some of this. So we see there's a bunch of single family homes, right? But the next thing I wanna do, right, so we see 491 single family homes. I remove the boundaries, and as you see, right, over 12 100 just different types of homes. Now, what I'm gonna do here is what I like to do is I wanna deselect and I wanna go to manufactured homes. Okay, and as you see, it's not a lot, right? It's showing 27 homes just in this radius. But watch this, look at it. Look at these prices. 244,000. I don't know why I just had a brain fart, y'all. 214,000, 240,000. These are mobile homes on land, right? 169,000. Now watch this. I wanna go to sold, and let's look at what's sold right now. What I'm gonna do is I wanna see what's sold in the last at least 90 days. And we see 213, 245 is stuff selling. Now watch this, watch this. Now we're gonna flip the script. I'm gonna go to houses, right? And we got some pretty different prices, right? Now watch this. I wanna go here, Imma change this to square footage because we wanna get around let's say around the average mobile home. I'm gonna say max mobile home with land is it's gonna probably have like 2,500. That's a huge mobile home, right? We got some big price ranges. So if I switch this over now to just manufactured, right? We got some nice packages that these close for. Now, the reason I'm telling you all this because a lot of some of these are selling more than some of the houses. People are buying, right? People are buying. Let me see. Let me go to here. Let's see Bakersfield, California, right? I'm gonna show Bakersfield, California. Let's see this. Let's go back and I'm gonna try this. Let's go Bakersfield, Cali. All right, we got several mobile homes. Now, how I distinguish, how I know mobile homes on land is when I change the lot size, right? When I change the lot size, a lot of times they're not on land. So look, 335, 300, right? This is last 90 days. Now watch this. If we switch this to houses, big difference. 380, 4,500, right? Like, so when we talk about affordability, especially to live in Bakersfield, California, and if we switch this home type back over to manufactured homes, there are a lot of options that we have when it comes to mobile homes with land. Now, the reason I'm showing y'all this, okay, is to give you just a visual that people are buying these, right? But the biggest thing for me, right, like, I like to see, like, again, just showing y'all and let me show y'all here, let me show y'all the top markets real quick while we do this. Let me just show y'all some of the top markets. So, for one of the markets I live in, Florida, shout out Florida, and as y'all see, look at Florida. This is what's sold actually, let's go this is what's sold in the last 30 days in Florida. Y'all see just going crazy, right? Let's go to the next right? 789 mobile homes on land. Let's go to Texas. 284 sold in Texas in the last, uh, 90 days. Let's go to North Carolina. Let's see what they doing in North Carolina. Again, this is mobile homes on with the land. I ain't talking about just mobile homes in general. Let's just go to North Carolina. Oops, no, I don't wanna do that. I just wanna do NC. Let's just do NC. Come on, show me the state. What we doing? Yeah, let's see what we'll do. We'll get the whole state. We're gonna go Raleigh. We're gonna remove the boundary. We're gonna zoom out, right? It's going crazy. All this yellow, these are places in the last 30 days where mobile homes with land are selling. All right. So again, very hot markets. But why is this important to you? Right? You're like, okay, I see you showing me that, right? I see, like, let's talk about real numbers. Let's talk about real numbers. So I'm gonna show you a deal right here, right? Let me show you this deal. And the reason I want to be able to show you real numbers with this is because again, we talk about the opportunity. So one of the places investor live, right? Here's a mobile home, 105,000, right? 105,000. Gives you details. ARV 215. Now, we don't have pictures, right? Now, on the average, to renovate a double wide mobile home, we're talking about glitz and glamour, everything. We talk about $40,000, 40 grand. We want to make it look kind of like a full. I'm talking about a full gut. We want to make it look decent about 30, 35, 40 grand. So let's price 105, right? So what I like to do is go to Prop right? I already got it pulled up. Place got a pool and everything, right? This price 95,000. So guess what? That we know that's sold by a wholesaler, but I'm cool. Right? Go ahead and make your five to $10,000 because what I'm looking for now in my comps, I want to see what's sold. Remember, I want to see does it match. Look at these three twos, $305,000 sold last year. Four two, right? 229, 220. That's what I'm looking for. A two, 215 sold this year. 217. Okay. So if I go back to here, okay, say 215. Here, let's do the math. Let's do the math. I can show you better than I can tell you. Right? I want to show you better than I can tell you. So let's do the math. Let me pull up my calculator. I'm big on calculators. So if it's 105, watch this. Watch this, y'all. This is what I like. All right, if it's here, let me pull up my screen. Here we go. All right. So if that property is 105 and I pay retail, I ain't even negotiate 105, right? Let's say let's say closing costs and all that kind of stuff, it's gonna cost me another, I'm gonna say 7,500. Plus I paid 35,000 for the renovation. I'm all in 147,000, right? 147,000. Now watch this. Put it on the market for let's say put it on the market for 230, but then I find a buyer 215, right? How did I forget that number that quick? What'd I say I was in? Let me do my minus again. 105 minus 75 minus 7,500 closing minus 35,000 renovation. $67,000 profit margin that I have. Now watch this, right? Watch this. 67,000. That's not bad on there, right? Now watch this. 105 plus 7,500 plus 35, right? If I was to go get a hard money lender that was to not only either if I was to get a hard money lender and only have to put down, watch this, 20%, $29,000 I would have put down to potentially make $67,000. I was gonna leverage, right? And again, let's say a hard money lender after or watch this. So let's say they lend me get my number, y'all. 105. I gotta keep my number in mind. 7,500. Again, close. We're not even close. I'm gonna have to probably come up with closing costs. So we're gonna say this, right? 140. 140 is gonna probably cost me, let's say on the high end, 15%. So extra 21,000. Jeez, that cut my margins, but it's okay. Watch this. 21,000. Okay. So I gotta pay back 161. I think it was So I said 161. Still gonna make $54,000. So when I tell people, listen, to look at mobile homes as an option because it's a lot of times it's more affordable or cheaper than single family, right? Like, and that's the only reason I like to share this with y'all because it's a possibility for you, right? You can get started. I always want to be able to give you at least some real numbers, right? Like literally comparing we was all in, let's say 161. Here's the thing, some of y'all live in markets where these mobile homes are $60,000 or less. I just did that in Florida, North Carolina, right? I think somebody asked about Virginia, especially in you Midwest states. The mobile home on a quarter acre of land could be less than $70,000. Anything under $100,000 is a win, especially if the ARV is good. If the comps look good in that area, profit is profit, right? So, how do you find these deals, right? How do you find, um, the deals? That's one of the key things you probably ask me, like, "Yo, how do I find some of these deals that you're talking about?" And now this is a great question. Do we need any capital to get started? For mobile homes on land? Absolutely. Right, absolutely, absolutely. I wouldn't even, I wouldn't even try to send y'all off and, you know what I'm saying, like, and tell y'all something different. Now, real quick, just a real quick plugger, if you look into wholesale, and that's when I would say you need some type of capital to start wholesale, right? Um, but at the same time, here, I'm gonna share this with y'all, at the same time, wait, dang. I'm gonna put this in the chat. I got a quick special going on this weekend only. Oh, dang, I thought I had a link. Y'all gotta forgive me. I thought I had my links ready, y'all. Uh, alright. Join my community for only $7.99 a month. Alright, $7.99 a month. Um, said the question was about how much at least if you wholesaling at least $2,000. You can start with cheaper, but I mean, you wanna pay for your marketing and things like that. But for mobile homes on land, yeah, you're gonna need to I would say to be comfortable, at least having 30,000 or more so you can get in the alright, or unless you're gonna use somebody else's bread. Alright, but let's talk about, like, how to find some of these deals, right? This is how you find let's start off just a quick way to how to find, um, some of these deals. So one way you can start, again, just to if you're doing, like, um, if you wanna find, like, decent deals, one of the ways is here, let me go back to let me share this. I'm giving y'all some sauce today. I'm feeling good. Yeah. Investorlift.com. Alright, you can come here, you can join for free. This is where a lot of wholesalers are selling deals. You go to home type, then you come to mobile, manufacturer. They always tell you the ARV. Now, some of the ARVs are imploded, but at the end of the day, this is where you can find deals, right? A lot of you can negotiate these deals, but think about it, like, let's look at this on 115 ARV is 200. If you run your numbers, alright, like, if you run your numbers, you know the ARV formula and things like that, you're like, "Okay, Byron, how do I find the ARV formula?" Instagram, come and join. Facebook, Instagram, y'all need to tap in the community. We even, live broadcasting in the community, but listen, get started 7 days free, join for $7.99, and I'm only doing this for 50 people. After that, on a $47 a month. So trust me, again, what's that? A cup of coffee? Y'all spend more at Starbucks. Anyway, get back to it. Uh, this is a place where you can find these type of deals, right? Investor Lift, it's a very good source. Talk to wholesalers. I like talking to wholesalers. I don't really again, if you wanna get into wholesaling, this is what you'll be finding. You'll be building relationships with this tonight is not about how to build that, right? Tonight is about let's we talking about getting the game and flipping mobile homes, on land. All right. And then, like I said, you got to run your numbers. Then you want to secure your finance part, right? So hard money, right? If you want to learn how to do hard money, um, let me see. I appreciate that. Let me get you. Let's see. If it said nothing to see here, I got you. I got you. I appreciate that for sharing that. Let me make sure I get you the right link. Um, yeah, let's see. And I know, man, I'm sorry, y'all. I know some of y'all like, boy, get the teach. I just want to make sure I got y'all right. I had it, and matter of fact, it's in the if you're on YouTube, it's in the description. But I'm gonna try to put it again in the let's see. All right, here we go. All right, and then I also got a sale on my Elite Squad as well, so take full advantage. They got a new link. All right, so the next thing you want to secure your finance, right? So hard money lenders, you want to do some research. How do you find hard money lenders? On Facebook, right? Look for hard money lender groups. Also, you go on join different real estate groups, REIs. It's a bunch. You can Google hard money. The thing is, you want to find something that will lend to mobile homes with the land. You can talk to title companies at times to see who the hard money lenders are. But you definitely want to secure your finance. And again, if you don't have capital, who do you know, right? You may like I'm pretty sure when y'all at work, you probably hearing like, some people that got some real estate, got some investment properties, talk to them, right? Like you may have an investor, you be surprised of who's in your network. You may be able to pull up 3 people that got $10,000 or things like that. And hey, listen, let's get in the project. This project can take anywhere from 3 to on a high end 8 months, right? But this is the type of returns I'm willing to give back. All right. So you secure your finance, right? You got to negotiate, be willing to negotiate, especially like I said, investor live. Wholesalers make you pay. And then again, you market. If you're doing it yourself, rentals, right? I like this stance because you can do, rentals and things like that. I did another YouTube video when I was talking about deal sniper, right? Don't do trade of financing terms and things like that. But this is something that's yeah, that is like literally like you can get into. Now, another thing, y'all probably like, man, I'm gonna show you a gentleman who has a group, and when I tell you like they've been killing it, I'm gonna show you some numbers that they talking about. Man, I mean literally, and I have remember him from doing mobile home parks. So shout out Chris Rude. I gotta shout him out because I like what he doing within his community. Let me share this one with y'all. Let me share this so y'all can see how real. Okay, so in this group he said 2,000 for 2 land package right one live for 249. Um, that's almost 60,000 less than anything on the market. Right, kind of broke down brand new, and this is how it looks. Right, gorgeous house, gorgeous house. I'm gonna show y'all some of the numbers that they breaking down. That's on here, man. So again, let's see. Here we go. Let me show y'all. Let me see some of the numbers. Uh, Here we go. Y'all definitely want to get in this group too, just to begin learning. Show y'all. All right. 130K each lot. Just listed it for 214. Right? Y'all do the math. Even 130 all in 214. Let's say sell it at 190 and they all in still $60,000. So a lot of times I tell people like, let's see. I tell people like, listen, y'all, like it's a lot of money in mobile homes. You just have to look at it different, right? Like a lot of times people try to look, just look at one way, but it's several ways on how to get into it. And so I'm really talking tonight. I'm talking to people who listen, if you already do single family home real estate, you do multifamily, and you really want to kind of have that medium speed of, okay, listen, okay, I know some of my projects I'm all in, you know, 200 plus and dead and everything like that, or I can kinda go here, I can still command market rent, right? I can still do this, and think about it, like, for someone, if you got access to your 401k or so, right? You got access to capital, you have good credit, leveraging your credit. This is a way that, let's say again, you set a plan and say, "You know what? I just wanna do 40 flips a year, and then your average return is 60K," right? You just done made an extra $240,000 for the year, right? So really consider this, and that's why I'm saying I wanted to come on here and share this, 'cause again, if you look at the topic of this tonight, why mobile homes and land are the best kept secret in real estate, most people are getting about 60K per flip, minimum, right? Safe to say 60, yeah, about 60K per flip. So, man, oh, I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. So, yeah, so like I said, I definitely wanted to come on here, man, and share with y'all about this. And the reason why I really want you to learn about this strategy because, like, when we think about future trends, affordable housing and demand are really growing, especially in the southern states, especially here, right? It's growing rapidly. Um, Even like REITs are starting to buy mobile home communities. All right, so you have larger players because again, larger funds, private equity, they coming into this because it's like, yo, this is more safe. Right? Like we gotta park money, like you gotta think about it, talking about $1 billion funds are now coming to mobile homes. So if I can diversify and get mobile homes on land and go this strategy, and it's still and then here's the thing, state laws are now beginning to make it even easier for people to expand to have mobile homes with the land, right? A lot of times people ask me like, well, can if I got like a few acres, can I put mobile homes? And for a while, a lot of cities and counties will be like, no, you can't do that, or this land is only zoned for residential or you can't put more than X amount of mobile homes on 1 acre. So it was so many things, but things are loosening up because there is the need for affordable housing, right? People need affordable housing. So again, this is another way for you to think and a new lens to look through to say, okay, that this actually may work for me, right? This may be something that I actually can get into, um, that I think that can really, that I can really take off for. So like I said, I always want to make sure that I give you all just the possibility, right, of what is possible in the manufactured home, in the manufactured home industry, okay? So before we jump off here, any questions about mobile homes on land? I know some of y'all probably like, "Man, I got land. I got some land. Can I do this? Can I do that?" Any questions? Let me see. I'm taking questions. Yeah. I'm not sure in my community if I can see y'all questions. But I'm taking questions on YouTube, Instagram. Follow y'all, running with y'all knowledge and done successful with it. Yo, let's go. Let's go. Love that. Let me screenshot that. Let's go. Let me get this one real let's get it. Let's get it. 8 years ago. Man, love it. Love it. Here we go. So what about on lease land? So that's all I talk about is mobile homes on land. If you follow the channel, sorry, mobile homes and parks on lease land, like that's really the entryway into real estate, should you say. And it depends on where you at, right? The deal has to make sense. Sometimes lot rent, lease land can cut into your margins, especially if you don't really have buyers lined up, especially if your marketing is not solid. It can affect you, but you can still make money with lease land, right? Absolutely. This is how we started our bread and butter with lease land. But again, like I said, I just wanted to make sure that I share tonight about mobile homes with the land. What sites do you use to find land? So honestly, for me, if it comes to land, I prefer to go to a land wholesaler. That's somebody that's again, that's what they specialize in because I can tell them, straight up whether it's like, "Yo, listen, man, I need, I need something with septic well," or, like, I can be I can definitely be more specific, with that. So, if you go on like, even on Facebook and things like that, but there's several land websites. So, but for me personally, I look for mobile homes that's already on the land. So I haven't done a raw land, develop the land, put a mobile home there. I ain't done that yet. Plan to do one of those, but I haven't done that yet. But as far as finding an older mobile home and restoring and renovated on land, yes. Right? Now that's where, for us, that's where some bread and butter is because of the fact that we can bring value to it. And, again, it's um, the value of the land. Good question, though. Any other questions before we jump off of here? Like I said, I wanted to come on here, man, and hang out with y'all on a Saturday. Um, how to wholesale. So listen, you wanna learn how to wholesale? Comment, join. Join the wholesaling community. Listen, right now we got a special for the weekend. It's only $7.99 a month. That's cheaper than some Starbucks coffee. I'm telling you, join and get the first 7 days for free. So come check it out. But yeah, like I said, come join for that. It's all wholesale. I think it's like we got a wholesaling challenge. It's a bunch of stuff in there. So I definitely got you covered on there. And then, hey, listen, if you're looking to take it to the next level, you're trying to learn this strategy, Common Elite, Instagram, Common Elite, and then join our elite. We got a sale on our mentorship community as well. Either only 997 or 12 payments, $97 to get myself as a mentor. So I got you covered. Says I do not have a lot of options when it comes to finding a realtor as a manufacturer homes. How would you suggest we find someone who would be a good fit? So what you want to do is go on Zillow, go to mobile homes that sold, and then you really want to just start seeing who it was listed by, and then you can just start calling them. A lot of times they have their phone number and just kind of see their experience. Sometimes they have their phone numbers and things like that. And they go from, do you have your own renovation team? So I don't have my own renovation team down here. Um, I do have access. I have um, met some connections that have put me on, but no, I don't have one down here yet. No problem, no problem. So like I said, let's see. I know Instagram and some of y'all asking questions. Um, yes, I know you ready. Oh, this crazy. I forgot. If you in the community, we live in the community right now. Shout out everybody. I forgot to send it, but it's 2 viewers on here. I can't see if y'all put anything in the chat, but I appreciate y'all tapping in. Let's see. No problem, no problem, no problem. Yeah, I'm just looking to see. All right, y'all. So definitely appreciate y'all tapping in. This is kind of raw. I'm gonna do a video on YouTube to kind of, if you're watching this replay, probably like it's all over the place, but I'm gonna do a video just for this topic. And so that way y'all can get, again, definitely get more insight. Probably keep it short, like 15 minutes, right, direct. But again, I appreciate y'all even engaging, showing up, hanging on live. Saying, man, listen, call me Pat, man. Come on, listen, Common Elite, Pat. Come on, you already know what time. You already know we got you, right? This fourth quarter, y'all. Fourth quarter. So listen, it's fourth quarter. You ready to get busy? You like, listen, I got some capital. I got access to capital on my credit. I got access to credit. I want to get in this mobile home game. I don't care where you are, as long as you're not in Hawaii, right? If you anywhere in the United States, as long as you're not in Hawaii, I got you covered. All right, we can help you not only scale your first deal, but the goal is to help you build a mobile home portfolio. That portfolio can be mobile home parks, whatever that may be. We're a one-stop shop. We want to make sure that we get you right. We want to make sure that as long as you're willing to work, right, no excuses. As long as you show up, and willing to do the work, we got you covered. Right? If you kind of in that like, I don't know, I want to do this, I want to do that, you got to lock in. That's my biggest thing. Like, if you want to work with us, you got to lock in. You know, half step. You can't have one toe in and be like, "Yo, I want to do this, I want to do that." Ain't, like, nah, it ain't gonna work. I'm gonna tell you straight up, is not going to work. All right, but if you willing to work and you know whatever fails you had, whatever ails you had in your life, you're willing to look at them as lessons and you know again just continue to take direction and not try to do your own thing and be willing to be coached, you can be successful at this. Right? You run your own race and it's a marathon, it ain't a sprint. Right? You can't come in this joint and just think you're gonna flip a mobile home tomorrow. Ain't no get rich quick scheme. This is real, right? We dealing with again when we talk about affordable housing, doing a lot of hard work. Shout out my guy Derek, that says that, right? We're doing a lot of hard work. We're on this journey, y'all. So, like I said, I definitely want to just tap in with y'all. We hit that 40-minute mark. I appreciate y'all on Saturday for tapping in with me. Like I said, we got two specials. All right, join our wholesaling community. This is all wholesaling, 100% wholesaling, nothing but wholesaling. It's great for beginners. All right, 7.99. Hear me? 7.99 a month, y'all. So basically, whatever meal you eat for 7.99 a month, you getting that. This is only for the first 50 people. After that's only $47 a month. If you like, no, listen, that's cool. I want to learn how to fix and flip. I want to learn what you talked about today, Byron. I want to learn something. And the link is in the description. Come into the Elite Squad. Come into the Elite Squad. Come get your accountability partner. Come get that work. All right. So listen, y'all, like I said, I appreciate y'all. More stuff coming. Alright, cool. I thought I seen a message. More stuff coming. Again, man, listen, God bless. Have a amazing rest of y'all weekend. I will see y'all soon. Let's get it.